Thank you. We love that part, that beginning part, when everyone's paying attention and no one's yet tired and everyone's sort of focused and in an altered state because of the sounds, and we're coming into the physical with you, and there's just something very special about that little 30, 45, 60 seconds that goes on. So thank you again for sharing that. All right? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, so we are not going to mess around with you people tonight. Are you ready? Because if you're not ready, you may as well just go now, because we have got something to talk about. We've been waiting for 2 days. Now, we're very patient, but still 2 days feels like a long time when you're having any sort of access to the physical form. We understand that time thing, at least on some levels. But let's just have a moment. With the moment, okay, you are finally ready. We said you're already ready, and we said today is the day, and now is the time, and yippee-dippee, let's get going. But you know, really, truthfully, honestly, the bottom freaking line in the whole thing is the moment is the answer. Now, okay, all this time you've been reading the books and the power of now and the yaddy, 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 and you've all heard about the moment and living in the moment and just forget everything you thought you knew, and let's start over with what the moment's really about. All right, let's just start over. The moment isn't something you try to be in. The moment is something you habitually avoid. The moment isn't something you try to be in. The moment is something you're habitually avoiding because it scares the shit out of you. And tonight we're going to talk about why you're afraid of the moment, because that's what's keeping you from living in the moment. And without your presence in the moment, you are incapable of ensouling, and incapability of ensouling will not let you ascend. There's no ascension without ensoulment. There's no ensoulment without the moment. There's no moment without clearing the fears that are keeping you habitually out of the moment. We've talked about it. Bringing the past and the future into now screws with now. It doesn't only just kick up all this biological bullshit you have to deal with all the time. It actually takes you out of the possibility of the now being a reality. Which, of course, means that you're creating not from what's actually going on, but from the past or the future. And you're reacting not to what actually is going on, but to the past or the future being brought into the moment. So you are not able to move out of the limitation you've previously experienced or the limitation you're projecting on possibility. Now, we don't know about you, but that seems like a pretty screwy way to exist, and you're ready to change that. However, it requires you to be a little bit brave. So let's be brave together. All right? Why is the moment so frightening? That's the question for tonight. Why is this moment so frightening? And part of the reason this moment has been frightening in the past is you didn't think you could handle it. So you're always waiting for a different moment to get here. When there's more money, right? When you have a boyfriend, right? When your husband finally becomes conscious, right? Etc., etc. That one always gets laughs. All those things that you're waiting to have happen that are going to make this moment somehow better. Then you can handle the moment when it changes. But you're creating out of limitation. So you can't create transformed moments from a limited experience of now. Do you understand how you're holding yourself into patterns of limitation by not allowing yourself to really honestly look at what's scaring the crap out of you right now? The what's scaring you is keeping you from having what you really want. Now, we've talked about this many different ways, but we've never really sat down and said, what's scaring you right this instant is what you're using to, one, create your reality, and two, keep you from experiencing what you actually desire. Last week we said, where are you stagnant? Okay, that was just a warm-up. Tonight we want to know where you're afraid. What's the big bad monster in the cave? What's the worst case scenario? What's the thing that keeps this moment from being fully experienced by you? from the experiences we've had so far, it's because the moment feels like you can't handle it. It feels like you're overwhelmed or you can't deeply experience it, because if you actually bought into this moment being what you're really doing, there's no place to hide. You can't hide from your shit if you're only looking at what's truly going on right now. So if in this moment your relationship isn't fulfilling, then by staying with that feeling, my relationship isn't fulfilling, you're forcing yourself to attend to the details of that. Rather than saying, my relationship isn't fulfilling, but next week we're going to have a day together and maybe it'll get better. And then where are you? You're in next week.
Right.
You understand? That's what we're talking about. So what is true about this moment? What is true about this moment, right now, this instant? Not, well, you know, on the way over I was thinking about. Or when you first started talking, I thought about. What's true right now, in this second for you? And let's start you. What's true in this second for you right now?